Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I as always am Grestar and this is another death battle reaction, Winter Soldier versus Red Hood. So of course make sure to click on the link in the description below to go to the official release first, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Watch that there, then come back here and we'll watch it together. So yes, Winter Soldier from Marvel versus Red Hood from DC. One of the Robins. I don't know which one for sure, but I'm sure we'll know soon. I think it's Jason Todd. That's a Robin, right? Anyway, and then of course you have, Bucky. So yeah, I do not know enough about these two to really say. Like, I was inclined to think Winter Soldier, but frankly, working alongside Batman, I feel you encounter like super powerful dudes. So I don't know. I don't want to get too much in my own head about either one until we actually see some of their feats and are able to judge it that way. So I'm gonna call this little bit of talking right here. I'm gonna call it done. I'm gonna cut it short. With that, let's get to watching.
Head over to AT&T.com/GalaxyNote20 Ultra 5G to learn how you.
What is this, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan all over again? Let's see how this goes. Winter Soldier versus Red Hood.
Sidekicks. Every good superhero or world-conquering scientist needs one, right, Boomstick?
That's right. Hey, I think we all know which one of us is the real sidekick here.
Of course.
Such as the Winter Soldier, Marvel's brainwashed assassin.
And Red Hood, DC's resurrected Robin turned vigilante. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yes, I'm just waiting to know which Robin it is.
World War II.
And apparently I'll be waiting a little while.
To name a war a sequel like some sort of movie, it was a time of turmoil across the globe. The brave and patriotic did their part, including one James Buchanan Barnes, known by his friends as Bucky.
As a young lad, Bucky ripped open a standard superhero booster pack to
Uh-huh.
find classic cards like Dead Parents and Deep Desire to Fight for Justice.
And that combo served him well in the U.S. military. He joined at the age of 15 and eventually got recruited for special assignments
At the age of 15?
British commandos.
Wow.
Not long after that, he became friends with his own personal hero and the country's favorite Boy Scout, Captain America.
Bucky
Interesting.
was initially unaware of
See,
the
I only know
captain's
of the
secret
movies,
identity
so I thought
until
they
one night
were
he
always
walked
friends.
in on Steve Rogers changing into his costume.
Well, I guess that's one way to get to know a guy. Luckily, Cap had a lot of faith in Bucky and asked him to become his partner in crime, or hero work. They fought side by side.
Yeah, this is
kicking
completely
Nazi ass
different
throughout the rest of
than
the
what
war.
I thought it was.
The duo seemed to be unstoppable until one fateful mission.
Like their
they
relationship,
left
that
after
is.
a plane to catch Nazi scientist Baron Zemo.
Fortunately for Bucky, he was able to grab onto the plane, while Cap fell into the ocean to nab his last diving merit badge.
No.
Because he's a Boy Scout.
Yeah, I get
Unfortunately
it.
for Bucky, the plane was booby-trapped and exploded. It
Oh,
appeared as though the captain's loyal sidekick had been killed.
Bucky,
But the ones
no.
we love in comic books never truly leave us.
Sometime after the war, a Russian submarine discovered Bucky's body preserved in the icy waters of the English Channel.
They decided to
What about the
scoop him up and
explosion?
experiment on him. Cause why not? Who could pass up a free body you found?
Oh, his arm, okay.
Even if it was missing an arm.
Bucky's training and experience made him the perfect candidate as the ultimate assassin. And after they revived and brainwashed him, they outfitted him with a shiny new bionic arm.
Turning Bucky into the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Along with this new persona, the Winter Soldier sported a sundry of skills throughout his career that made him a killing machine. For starters, he was injected with the Infinity Formula.
I see.
Which permanently increased his physical ability to an enhanced state.
This made him quite the formidable foe even for Captain America, a foe who seemingly abandoned the values the duo previously shared.
These two have fought plenty of times, and Bucky's been able to hold his own against his former partner.
His advanced strength and speed, coupled with his knowledge of various fighting styles, make for a lethal combination. He's skilled in everything from hand-to-hand close-quarters combat to an impressive arsenal of ranged weaponry.
Oh yeah, he's got a ton of sweet guns that are outfitted with some nifty palm print sensors, so only he can shoot them.
Okay.
If anyone other than the Winter Soldier tries to use these firearms, they will self-destruct.
Ah.
He also wields a katana, throwing knives, pretty much whatever comes in the welcome bag at Assassin Con.
Always a good time at AsCon.
But we can't forget his most iconic piece, the arm.
Well, I mean, it's definitely the coolest metal arm I've ever seen.
What about mine? I made it myself.
Come on, Wiz, look at that thing. His is super buff. Plus, it's got a flamethrower, a retractable blade. It can emit electric charges, and it's so strong. Knives break on impact.
I bet Wizzes could do all
The
those.
size of the arm, it's how you use it. Well, sure, it's strong, but it's not indestructible. It's been torn up by a vibranium sword.
Wait. I thought the arm was made of vibranium.
You're thinking of the movies. In the comics, Bucky did not receive a vibranium arm birthday present from T'Challa. Canonically, his arm is made up of strong but unspecified metals, likely a form of titanium alloy similar to the Iron Man suit.
Even without vibranium, it's tough to keep up with Bucky. He took a direct shot from Iron Man's repulsor blast, which was strong enough to tear through a helicopter moments later.
And consider the heroes he's battled: Wolverine, Daredevil, Iron Man, and obviously Captain America.
Yes.
It's a shame Bucky and Cap were at odds for so long. They should have just knocked him on the head real good. That's the scientific way to get people to remember who they are, right?
Or you can use a cosmic cube to rewrite their memories. That's what Captain America did to save Bucky.
Oh, wow.
He was so pissed off. He just straight up crushed the cube with his bare bionic hand.
While this brought him back, Bucky wasn't the same man who went into those icy waters. His remorse for his crimes was tough to overcome, and he would always wonder if he's done enough good to finally redeem himself.
But thankfully, it was hard to shake everything he learned from his hero, Steve. Bucky returned to fighting for justice, and even took up the shield himself for a while.
Proving that, despite his sordid past, Bucky's persistence and resilience makes him a hero in his own right.
Cool. Once again, seems like very few actually calculable feats.
When you
Or at
think
least
of the
feats that
word
they provided
sidekick,
calculation.
who immediately comes to mind?
You. It's you.
No, Robin, the boy wonder, Batman's
Yes.
iconic crime-fighting partner.
Yeah, it's a close second. Too bad the Cape Crusader sidecar has been a revolving door of orphans and acrobats.
Not including alternate universes and what-if stories, Batman has taken 5 different Robins under his bat wing. Some moved on to pursue a superhero career of their own. Others didn't turn out so lucky.
Enter Jason Todd.
Yeah, Jason Todd, I was
Kid
right.
was given the short end of the stick, and then the fans beat him to death with it.
Jason grew up on the streets of Gotham, getting by through a life of petty crime, until eventually running into the Batman himself.
Oh no.
Trying to steal the rims off the Batmobile. This kid's
really?
got some serious balls.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't exactly look at the damn Batmobile and mistake it for someone else's car.
Right.
Bruce had recently split up with the first Robin, Dick Grayson, and was on the lookout for a new sidekick. Impressed by Jason's scrappiness and latent ability, he had the 12-year-old suit up. Yes, he really was 12.
Yikes! Well, creepy child abducting habits aside, Bats hoped he could live up to the last Robin. Too bad this was a literal dick measuring contest that Jason had no chance in.
Despite some moderate success, Jason wasn't exactly an extraordinary Robin. And the fans saw it too. In an unprecedented move, DC asked their readers to vote on whether or not Jason Todd would live or die.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
they
he
voted
died.
to kill the shit out of that kid, Joker style. On an unrelated note, if you want to see Wiz die a horrible, gruesome death that will lead to some serious mental health issues, call
Oh, no.
555-2337 or 555-BEER.
Oh.
Jason Todd was dead.
Yeah.
Until Superboy Prime punched a hole in the fabric of reality and accidentally brought him back. True story. Don't
Accidentally brought him
And
back.
after a dip in a magic hot tub, the Lazarus Pit, Jason was back in top form. Take that, readers! Your contribution means nothing!
ask. Resolve renewed, Jason donned a new identity inspired by his own killer, the Red Hood.
While the freaky death pit did bring him back stronger and faster, it turns out resurrection comes at a price. Jason was already a hothead, but Red Hood had a serious temper with violent outbursts. He wasn't alright in the noggin.
Gotcha.
But he had a goal: destroy Batman and show him his humane methods were unfit for saving Gotham City.
Oh.
If Bats had actually killed the Joker way back when, he never would have killed Jason in the first place. For a raging psychopath, he's not exactly wrong. Where Batman failed, Jason was up for the task. He pushed himself to become a killing machine even Bruce would have a tough time keeping up with.
even training with the League of Assassins and the All Cast, a group of monk assassins.
Okay.
So much ass stuff in this episode.
In addition to Red Hood's wide array of skills, he also maintains a serious collection in his arsenal. Most obviously, his armored cowl. While it provides him with sturdy protection, the sensors within also allow him to scan his surrounding area, neutralizing any potential stealth threats. Plus, the hood can also explode, so that's convenient.
Okay.
Sounds like my new hangover recipe. On top of the red chrome dome, Jason packs all sorts of knives, explosives, guns, and he even wants some of these weird magic swords called the All Blades to fight off supernatural threats.
But probably most important is his continual use of venom.
Wait.
Oh,
What's
venom.
the symbiote doing here?
No, it's like
No,
Bane,
the venom
Bane
drug.
stuff.
It's what Bane uses to get all, swole.
Yeah.
Wiz, have you ever been to the gym? Like, even once?
Dummy.
I'm here to carry your arbitrary burdens.
Venom is an addictive steroid that increases strength and stamina tenfold. A normal dose also affects the mind, dumbing it down and causing bouts of rage. But Jason's...
Superpowers, here I come! You can call me the Red
You shouldn't.
No, you're supposed to inject it.
You okay?
Oh, Dummy, clean that up.
Using Venom has made Red Hood strong enough to fight off monsters twice his size, tear through alien tendrils, and even once break the grip of Supergirl.
He can hold up a
Wow.
small part of a collapsing building, dodge bullets, and even once survived an all-cast ritual called the Cleansing, which no human has been able to do in over 1,000 years.
Okay.
And while it was difficult to determine if this feat was due to Jason's worthiness or stubbornness, it's safe to say that either way, he's a tough guy.
Okay,
Tough
yeah.
enough to punch through a submarine hull, or at least he carries enough explosives to blow a hole through it. Either way, I wouldn't want to go one-on-one with this guy.
Red Hood also has plenty of that bat-like stealth ability to match his brute strength.
He was able to sneak away from Supergirl. Even Bruce will be proud of that one.
Despite how Jason tried to kill him. But the Red Hood failed, and was left to re-examine his own personal code. He ultimately decided to be a hero again, albeit a very conflicted one.
He even teamed up with Bats and even worked alongside other Robins. He also leads a group of ragtag heroes called the Outlaws.
The roller coaster of Red Hood's crime-fighting career has, at best, landed himself in that anti-hero sweet spot, and at worst, made him a violent vigilante who takes the law into his own hands.
Yes.
Those are the heads of all your lieutenants. That took me 2 hours. You want to see what I can get done in a whole evening?
Okay.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you're into pulse-pounding shows with assassins
I will
like
think
these,
on this
check out
now.
HBO.
It's time for a death battle and pause. Okay, so I want to start by saying I feel like this death battle episode was like very feet light. It seemed like most of it was just backstory stuff. And I mean, there were feats, but like, where are any of the numbers? You know, like most death battles, even like Danny Phantom versus Jake Long, you know, even when it's only like 50 tons worth of energy or whatever, there's something. But here it's just like they have a lot of guns and knives and they can punch stuff, and like that's it. You know, there's nothing like backing that up as far as like math or science seems. You know. So with what little I have, it seems to me like Winter Soldier would win. Like they both have an impressive arsenal of weapons, but it seems like Winter Soldier has more that he can like defend against. I mean, just having the bionic arm itself was said to like be able to break knives on impact kind of thing, you know? And it has been cut off in the past, but specifically with like vibranium weapons, they mentioned, like a vibranium sword. And I don't think that Jason has anything like comparable to that. And like Red Hood's like actual like what's it called? Cowl can explode, but like so will all of Winter Soldier's weapons if they're used by the wrong palm, you know? Which, by the way, how does that work if you're wearing gloves? Like if Winter Soldier put on gloves and then tried to shoot a gun, would it explode? Because it can't read his palm? I don't know. Anyway, so like honestly, what it came down to for me was more a matter of like who have they gone up against? where I can say that, like, clearly they can take a hit and survive and do well, you know? Because, like, sure, Red Hood did have the impressive feat of, like, holding up a part of the building for a time. Whereas I don't know what Winter Soldier's comparable, like, strength feat was. And yeah, like, Red Hood was able to escape the grip of Supergirl, and his stealth capabilities are impressive, and his, like, being able to see things with the cowl so stealth, like, people can't sneak up on him, that is impressive as well. But, they pointed out that, like, Winter Soldier has gone up against Captain America, has gone up against Wolverine, like, just these different, like, super tough people, and I didn't really get anything like that from Red Hood. You know, if they'd said, like, Red Hood fought against Supergirl, that'd be different, you know? And, like, he did fight against Batman, but, like, I don't know, he didn't seem like he ever beat him or anything, you know? Just seemed like one of those things that was gonna keep happening. And, I don't know, Batman is incredible and not a normal human, you know? Like, he's a normal human, but, like, he's totally not a normal human, right? It doesn't seem like he has the same capabilities in those regards as, like, you know, Wolverine or Captain America. Red Hood has the Bane, but it makes him less intelligent, and Winter Soldier has, you know, he just has, like, the Infinity Formula, I think it was called, that constantly, like, it's just perpetual, his stuff is boosted, you know? He doesn't need new injections, that's just how he is now. They've both had assassin training, they've both been, like, had a lot of experience, just been doing this for a long time. But really, just based upon what they've gone up against, it seems like with these limited feats, because they've really seemed limited to me, that Winter Soldier's going to win. So if not, let's see why in the conclusion. Winter Soldier's going to win and play.
Yo, Barbie.
Jason, it's me.
What do you want, Bruce?
Yeah, okay.
Assassins from the League of Shadows were gunned down 2 miles from your current location.
Sounds like a party.
They were all shot with rounds from a modified M4. A gun I know is in your arsenal.
As much as I'd love to take credit for that one, it wasn't me.
Don't lie to me.
It wasn't me, Bruce. But you know what? You can count on me to crack the case. In fact, I believe there's a bit of evidence that demands my attention right now.
Jason.
I want to put the cowl back on.
Shit.
Why do you want to kill him? What did he do to you? Okay. And yeah, he's able to stealth away from Supergirl, so I'm not surprised here.
Bar's closed.
Good thing he had the cowl on.
Okay.
He's just gone. I'm enjoying this, by the way. The live action and the choreography and everything. I think it's been really cool so far. Very different from what the usual death battle is.
My turn.
Ow! Bucky, you gotta get up and kill him. Oh no, is he going insane?
He's not coming. No one.
Shut up!
Don't relax yet. It's not over, Bucky.
Sorry, Bruce.
Now he's gonna be so strong.
Now you're dead.
Bucky, be careful. That's not gonna work out well. Oh, that self-destruct, I didn't realize it would have such a delay to it.
This is Agent Barnes.
Did you just crush that around his skull?
Right. Eliminated. Moving on.
Is it actually over? It looks like it's actually over. No? Yeah, okay, it is. All right. It's like the lingering there in the green with the, you know, the bane, right?
They both had wells of experience, similar arsenals, and an unparalleled drive to win.
They even had almost identical speed and reactionary feats, and Jason definitely had better stealth skills.
Yes.
However, Bucky Barnes earned the edge in almost every other way.
Like how Red Hood had plenty of experience training with Batman and assassins, but Winty had decades of training on him with commandos, as the captain's side piece, an emo assassin, and even as Captain America himself.
The Winter Soldier also had an edge in defense. His metal arm was able to shatter a knife on impact, but when Red Hood took a similar hit, his helmet cracked.
Red really didn't have any way to stop that arm for good, or Bucky's superhumanness. Sure, using Venom could even the playing field for a short time, but a brief power-up is nothing compared to a metal arm and the permanent infinity formula.
Yes.
And don't take Jason breaking Supergirl's grip out of context. She wasn't expecting the Venom, and they weren't even fighting in the first place. It's interesting, but not nearly as noteworthy as it
Yeah,
sounds.
that's just a hand on the
Yeah,
shoulder,
we
it
know
looks
for a
like.
fact Venom is a 10-time strength booster. There's no way Red could match a Kryptonian in a real brawl.
Red Hood was a deadly combatant, but the Winter Soldier one-upped him with superior experience, survivability, and a consistent strength advantage.
Looks like Bucky was the winter.
The winner is the Winter Soldier.
Claps for Winter Soldier.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle.
You're welcome.
Come back next week to see previews of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some DB merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
That's right. Next time on Death Battle. Venom. versus Krona. I've never watched Soul Eater, so I don't know who that is. But all right, let's talk about this death battle then. So unfortunately, I have to get this out of the way. I felt the analysis, like, for each of them was lackluster. Like, I mean, I already rather thought so when I just found, yeah, I felt like there were very few feats to pull from, you know? And, you know, another way that you could translate that from me saying it specifically is there weren't a lot of numbers, you know? Like, everything was kind of left abstract, where you had to piece it together yourself, and I really enjoy when they actually, like, employ the math and the science to it. Or apply, I guess I'll say in that case, apply math and science to it. And then at the end, they went and said, like, by the way, the whole Supergirl gripping him thing, don't even, like, pay much attention to that, because it's really not anything big. Why did you include it then? Why did you make it seem like a bigger deal? Like, were you that strapped on feats that you could use for Red Hood? So, it's that thing that we've talked about before where I don't like when Death Battle seems purposely misleading, and that seems like one of the most misleading feats that I've seen from Death Battle in quite a long while, actually, was Supergirl holding, you know, Red Hood's shoulder and him getting out of her grip. Did it seem like a big thing to me? Like, not really. That's why I didn't pay much attention to it. Yeah, I pointed out, like, if they had said that they were fighting and, like, he held his own against Supergirl, that'd be a different story, and it would be. But yeah, I think it's kind of unfair to provide a feat like that, and then at the end to say, actually, yeah, don't worry about that. Doesn't really count. Here's the actual context, you know, like, yeah, it seems, weird to me, and not within the proper spirit, you know? That's what I think it is, to a large extent. Like, it's not within the proper spirit of Death Battle, in my opinion. But now that I've gotten that negative out of the way, I did really enjoy the fight itself. And normally I'd say the animation, but no, this was like a fight. You know, this was a scripted live-action fight, and it was, I thought, really cool. I appreciated the atmosphere that they set up, the story that they introduced. Like, do I know why Bucky's there? No. I know that he apparently was sent to assassinate him just based upon the whole target eliminated thing when he called in at the end. But obviously you get that at the end. But it was still really cool, I thought. Like, it made sense enough to me. It was well executed. I liked them moving around, like, to the different locations within that one building, granted, but that's all they needed. The different showcase of their, like, fighting, because, like, they didn't really have abilities, but, the different fighting styles and the ways that, Red Hood could temporarily disable Winter Soldier's bionic arm, but, like, not permanently. The way that, like, I really liked Red Hood's cowl getting, like, damaged more and more over the course of the battle to where that actually ended up being, like, the finishing blow. I thought that was a really cool touch. And just all in all, oh, and, like, the Joker thing entering Red Hood's head, too. That was really cool. I liked that. Just, this fight was very cinematic in that regard. Obviously being live action helped, but I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, I think that's everything that I want to talk about. So let me know what you all thought about this death battle in the comments below, whether you liked it, whether you disliked it, what you thought about this or that, etc., so on and so forth. And next time, we will be watching Venom versus Krona. So I hope you're looking forward to that. But yes, with that, we're calling it here. So have a good one, everybody.